You can make yourself look rich on Instagram. Is it enough for all of these fucking women? No, it's not. And that's what I'm trying to get people to believe. It's a very small percentage of the world because most of the world is fucking poor, okay? And these are the men that we have access to. Gonna be very quick. I sound a little congested because I'm recovering from a cold, so my voice is not how it normally sounds, but work with me. I hope you guys can still hear me clearly. So, just hoping I don't look too crazy. I'm hot. I don't know why I'm so hot. I guess I've been running back and forth up and down the stairs. So what are we talking about today? I know, like, after a while, you're gonna start calling me like the female Kevin Samuels or something.
Huh?
You have a big.
I mean, it's above average. I ain't no Ron Jeremy.
No. I asked you if you had a big dick.
But I don't know, maybe, because my mouth is slick and reckless and I say whatever. But this video might be a little bit softer because I'm gonna talk about our expectations for men getting a little bit extreme. And there was a podcast that I watched, I'll insert it. They had a podcast titled Protecting the Black Woman. And I watched it mainly because a friend of mine, a childhood friend of mine, was actually on the show. She was one of the people being interviewed.
I wish there was no social media. I truly do, because I feel like if social media wasn't a thing, I would be married with 5 kids right now. Like 100%.
Why you say that?
Because I feel like social media has clouded our judgment on how we see people, and we
And
always
relationships.
So you see relationship goals. Ain't no relationship goals. I don't believe in that. Ain't no such thing as you see relationship goals. Like, why can't we be on a yacht in Dubai? Listen, no, you don't know what they have to do to go there.
I was like rooting for her like the whole time because everything she was saying was so. And I've touched on a lot of the topics that they did mention in my other podcast episodes, but this specific one would be about are the expectations for men too high now because of social media? But basically saying that we are expecting a lot of men because social media is broadcasting. And I mentioned this briefly in my other podcast, but I didn't go deep into it. I said I would make like a whole nother video about it. But basically how social media is making this luxurious lifestyle look super common, and it's not. Most of the time it's fake outs, it's people just, pretending that they're living this luxurious lifestyle. We don't know if they got knockoff bags. Like, we don't know what type of lifestyle these women are really living, and they make it look so luxurious. And it does tend to put a lot of pressure on men, especially Black men now, to have to provide this luxurious lifestyle, or else, they don't qualify. And it has women thinking that there's always something better out there than what they're currently receiving, which is 95% of the time is true. I'm one of those people that feel like, hey, if you're not happy, don't settle. If you feel like you deserve more from a man and he's not giving it to you, don't settle. Go find you a man that's going to give it to you. Now, as far as these luxurious lifestyles that we see people living on private jets, in Dubai, on yachts, like every other weekend in a whole new country, just vacationing. These YouTubers is making their lives look so luxurious, and we don't know that YouTubers make, they have access to a lot of money and a lot of funding and a lot of promo funds. Like, they get paid. YouTube people get paid. Not all YouTube people are getting paid, because I'm not up there yet, but for the people who are up there, it seems as though they have this luxurious lifestyle or access to all of this money that the normal person doesn't have. And we watch them because this YouTube is the new TV. Like YouTube is a new reality TV. So a lot of people are watching people because they look at it as real life. Like, this is obtainable for me. This is a lifestyle that I can have. Like, oh my God, I'm so close. All I got to do is make 1,000 videos and get 1,000 subscribers and 400 watch hours or whatever. And I could be on a yacht in Dubai tomorrow. Like, it's not that simple. And I just wanted to touch on that because I feel like we do kind of have high expectations of men. I am guilty. I do have a lot of high expectations of men because I'm looking at these women and I'm like, you know what? You know, I look just as good as the women that are getting access to all of this luxury life and all of these men that, you know, I feel like I, you know, would be able to squeeze my ass into that category. Like, you know, I have a lot of confidence in myself and how I look. So and I know a lot of women feel like that.
I don't know what went into that process. I met the criteria to be selected, but I wasn't.
And it's not something that's like, of course men are gonna be like, oh, bitch, you don't look like these hoes, like, or whatever. Like, they'll tell women that with a quickness.
I beg your pardon?
It's like, you don't qualify. They're quick to tell a bitch she don't qualify for getting this luxury lifestyle or having access to these types of men. On the flip side, they get mad when we tell them they don't qualify for us because they don't have this luxury lifestyle or this quality of life to give to us. So it's like, it's a flip side to it. It's a double standard to it. So let's not jump all over the place. Let's go topic from topic. I would say yes. Instagram, ever since Instagram started up, and MySpace used to be a little bit, you know, I'm from MySpace days, and it was a little bit. It was a little bit. It wasn't too much like like people was doing a lot with their pages, making their pages look good. Okay, whatever. Facebook came. Facebook was more so for college life. When I first got started on Facebook, it was solely for college kids. Like, you had to have a college email. You could not just log on to Facebook. Then they opened access for Facebook for everybody, and that's when it just became a parent environment, and people just kind of started swaying away from Facebook and moving more towards Instagram and Twitter. Twitter was popping before Instagram. Of course, Twitter was out, but Twitter wasn't more so for pictures and videos and where you really could see people's lives. Like, you had a taste of it. You look at how many followers people had. This is when the followers thing started. We get into the Instagram era, which was about, it was about 10 years ago. Instagram used to only be for iPhone users or for Apple users. It was never open to Android and all of that stuff. And then they opened it up to Android, and that's when everything just got out of whack. But that's just a history of how social media has evolved from my perspective. I am a millennial. I am in my 30s. So this is how social media evolved for me. Now Instagram, when it first came out, it was just regular people just uploading pictures. It wasn't super luxurious. It wasn't all of these IG models. Like, it wasn't all of this bullshit that it is now. And I don't want to call it bullshit because this is the world that we live in now. Like, everything is super hyped and super glamorized to make people feel less than. I understand that. I'm accepting of that. And I'm not like, you know, talking down on it. Like, we're a part of this world. Like, we're all a part of this world. Instagram is this super extreme. The Shade Room, I don't even know what year the Shade Room came out. I think as soon as the Shade Room made its appearance on Instagram, that's when things started getting really crazy because they promote the baby mamas of these rappers, of, you know, YouTube, all of these women. They're promoting them and their lives and blowing it up. And it's just like, now people are moving towards YouTube, looking at people who are living these luxury lifestyles. And these are a very small portion of the world. And that's the part that's hard to believe for people. This is a very small portion of the world. These women who have this lifestyle, this men who has money, like, that's a very small population of Black men that have that type of money. And I hate to talk about, you know, my Black people like that, but the everyday Black people that we see in America, yes, they have richer Black men. I don't know how many Black men there are that are actually like millionaires and billionaires, but I know it's not enough for all of the women that want them. That's all I'm saying. I'm not denying that we have a lot of rich black, and yes, we do. We have a lot of black billionaires that are not highly represented or promoted like that. You know, they're kind of low key. We have a lot of rich men. Like we have this. We do. But is it enough for all of these fucking women? No, it's not. And that's what I'm trying to get people to believe. It's a very small percentage of the world because most of the world is fucking poor, okay? Majority of the world is poor. It's a very small percentage of people who are millionaires and billionaires. There's a very small percentage of Diddy's in this world that's going to give you that Carisha lifestyle. And another reason why I was bringing this up is because I just recently watched a little blog, I don't know what they call the videos, like where they have like a little 5-minute video talking about like updated celebrity gossip or whatever. It's like a gossip vlog on YouTube. And they made a comment about how much Carisha gets from Diddy a month. Like her allowance was like $250,000. And I'm just like, I did make a post like, where's my Diddy? Like I did make a post that says that. Of course, because everybody wants that. That's goals. That's life. That's what we desire. Everybody can have their wish list. Like, and men get mad because women have their wish list. We do. Is it a realistic wish list? No, it's not. I'm gonna play devil's advocate. It's not a realistic wish list. It's not, because those men are a very small percentage in this world. And women do have to understand that. So to have this expectations to want $250,000 a month, that's excessive. That is excessive. Like, you don't need that to live. And you don't need that to live, and you don't need that to live comfortably. You don't. At most, comfortably, I would say between $7,000 and $10,000 a month to live comfortably. Like $5,000 a month, you still scraping, like, to have like an actual family, a two-parent household and an actual family, $4,000 and $5,000 used to be a lot of money, but now that's just scraping the surface. You just making bills. You barely have enough money to put aside to travel. Like, it's not a lot of money. It's not a lot of money. Me as a single parent, my bills come up to roughly about $3,000 a month, I would say. So you would say, okay, $4,000 for you is comfortable. But if I had like a partner, that wouldn't be enough, because, both of us need food, gas. That's two car notes. It's one household, one, mortgage or one rental payment, but it's still 2 cars, more food that has to be eaten. Electricity might be a little bit higher because it's running. When one person's not there, the other person is there. So, electric bills and all utility bills may be a little bit higher, using a little bit more water. It's just a lot of things that factored in when you add another person into a household. So no, the rental payment doesn't change. The mortgage payment doesn't change, but the cost of living does go up a little bit. So $4,000 or $5,000 a month is not a lot of money anymore. It's not. More than half of that is going towards a mortgage nowadays, or going towards rent. Rent is stupid. Rent is stupid. God forbid you have more than one kid. Not God forbid, because, blessings to people who have multiple kids. I would love to have multiple kids, but I'm just saying, like, if you have more than one kid and you need more than 2 bedrooms, the rent is disgusting right now. Rent is disgusting. Mortgage is disgusting. And to have this requirement on a man, most men are making between $5,000 and $7,000 a month. And I'm just being very, very, very generous with that statement, because some people right now are probably making between 2 and 3. To be honest, this is the average man. And I know some people are looking like, what type of men are you dating? This is the average man. So I think the average household is like 50,000 or something. I don't know. We'll just say 50,000. Okay, so divide 50,000 by 12. That's $4,000 a month. So the average household is making about $4,000 a month. Like, I'm not the average household. The average person is making like $4,000 a month nowadays, which is a stretch because a lot of people are not making that. The average, I would say more so, the average working person is currently making $35,000. And these are the fucking men that we have access to. These are the men that we are encountering. Like, we're not encountering these rich motherfuckers every day. Unless you put yourself in the right environment, you're not going to pass these men every day. Like, you're going to be surrounded by your peers, the people making the type of money that you make. Like, you have to really put yourself in this environment to have access to these types of men. And are these types of men going to be readily available to you? No. They probably already married. They probably already have 2 and 3 side chicks, because a lot of these men are not faithful. Some of them are faithful, but a lot of men who have money know who they are and what they can offer. They know that. And a lot of them are assholes. And a lot of them have multiple women because they know that they can get multiple women. They're not about to settle. A lot of them don't even want to settle. So to find a committed relationship where this man is going to marry you, he might marry you, but are you going to be the only one? I would say no. I would say no. Not to say it's not possible, because I'm sure some men watching, I'm faithful. You don't know what people are doing behind closed doors. So this life looks so luxurious. There's, like, I watch people like Jada. I love Jada. She has this super luxurious lifestyle. We come from the same city. We both from Savannah. I grew up in Savannah. I'm by way of the Bronx. I'm from the Bronx. I moved from the Bronx to Savannah. So me and Jada grew up in the same city, but look what she had access to and I didn't. She had access to a fucking rapper. Would you say her life is the best right now? I mean, some people may say that. Was her love life the best? No. Guess what she got? A fucking cheater. He provided this life for her where she can take that and do something with herself and have that millionaire lifestyle, which I love her for that. She's doing an amazing job. She has an amazing life. Like, she's making a lot of money for herself. She's doing good, but she had to go through that bullshit to get it. And a lot of people don't mind going through that bullshit. So if you don't, then, but having access to something like that is very rare. It's not every day somebody from Savannah gets access to a top rap artist. Like, he's one of the top rap artists right now. And she had access to him somehow. This is not an everyday story that you're going to hear, especially in Savannah. Maybe in Atlanta, because you have more access to rappers and stuff. But even then, rappers play fucking games. And they don't all make it. They're all not top of the line, like top chart. But anyway, my point is it's these people aren't that available. They're not that accessible to us. Now, if you put yourself in these types of environments, then okay, you have access to these people. You got to know how to talk to men. Men with money is a different caliber. Like, you got to know how to talk to them. You got to know how to look the part. They want a particular type of looking woman. You don't know what type of woman they actually want until you're in that type of environment and see if they're even attracted to you. Like me, somebody may like me in my natural state. Somebody may like me how I look, because I'm not super glammed up. I don't wear long weaves, eyelashes, makeup. I don't have on all the luxury brands and stuff. And some people say you may need to dress and look that part to attract these types of men. I can't say that to be so, but I can't deny it, because when you do look at all of these rich men, these are what their women look like. These are what their wives look like. This is what their side chicks look like. So to say that that's not a requirement, it's hard to say that, because you don't know exactly, what they want or what their expectations are. So women tend to look that way, thinking that that's what they want. Moving into the next topic. Well, I did touch on Instagram and stuff, glamorizing things. Okay, so let's dive deeper into that. If we have time, we have a few minutes. So diving deeper into that, like Instagram, I can make myself look rich on Instagram. It's not hard. I've been to a lot of different countries. All you have to do is post less, and on your posts have to be like more quality, I would say. Like just having like different things, different pieces that look like luxury pieces, whether they're knockoffs or whatever. You can make yourself look fucking rich on Instagram. I can make myself look rich as fuck on Instagram. Do I want to? No, I don't have time for it, because I feel like it's a look or expectation that I would have to keep up. And I don't have the energy to do that, because that's not my lifestyle. So I would be faking it. But a lot of people do fake it till they fucking make it. Is there anything wrong with that? No. It's not. I'm not frowning upon y'all. I don't have anything bad to say about a woman faking it till she make it. Do you. Like, kudos to her. I don't have a problem with that. But I know a lot of men faking it until they make it, and they get women wrapped up thinking that they're living this life, or it's mostly women having other women feeling like they're missing out on something. I won't lie about that. A lot of men do be pump faking on Instagram and giving you these false expectations of them and making you think that they have all of this money and all this stuff. I do see that often, but I more so see it from women than men nowadays, because women are the what would you call it? Women are like the image of men. I don't know how I want to say that right now. I can't really think. Y'all get what I'm saying. Women are the object of a man. So if I look a certain way, you're going to assume that I have a man taking care of me. And you're going to assume that I have access to a rich guy or luxury guy, a sugar daddy or something. Like, you're going to assume that I have access to this lifestyle just because of how I look. I am the shower of it. And a lot of women never show their men. Of course, you're not going to show your man because, first of all, you don't want women trying to holler at your man, or you may not even have a fucking man. You could be faking it. It's easy to fake it. I can go in Miami and stand by the beach in a bikini and do this. I could go to Jamaica. Flights to Jamaica is not that expensive. Like, there people may say they're expensive, but you can find cheap tickets to get out the country, to go to Mexico, to take a picture in Mexico by the water, just to make it look like you're doing something. Like, it's very easy. It's not hard. And a lot of women are doing this. They're taking all of these pictures and doing all of this stuff and making you think that they're living this luxury lifestyle. And it does put a lot of pressure on our black men, because now women are like, she has this, she has that. I want a man who could do X, Y, Z for me. I want a man who's going to treat me how Diddy treat Carisha. I want a man who's going to treat me how Baby buys stuff for Jada. Like, I want a man who treats me how XYZ. Like, I want this, I want that. Like, we're putting a lot of pressure on these men, and it's the average man just can't afford that. Like I said, this video, I am playing devil's advocate because I just feel like I'm guilty of that, of expecting so much from a man. It's just like, I'm cool with a man with us living comfortably. So I would say roughly about $100,000 a year.
Because I'm bougie.
That's not a high expectation to look for a man nowadays. Because if you could get a good tech job and have that, those men are more accessible. $100,000 men are accessible nowadays. Those are not rich. Back in the day, that used to be, oh my God, he's rich. He has a lot of money. $100,000 nowadays, please, okay? That's nothing. That's not a lot of money. That's not a lot of money at all. What is $100,000 now? That's nothing. So, I mean, to have access to those type of men, of course, those are your everyday men now. Like, you can reach those. You can lock one of those down. You could probably get a faithful $100,000 man. I ain't gonna lie. That's a more reasonable expectation than, but yachts in Dubai, all of this stuff. I just want to say, it doesn't take a lot of money to do all of this stuff like people think it do. Like, somebody on a yacht, they may be on a yacht with 10 people and they all split the cost of it. Like, you don't know what the fuck is going on. We just see the final we just see the final picture that they decide to post. We just see the final video after they edit it to get a spot where they was by themselves for a moment to look like they by themselves on a yacht. Or even some people don't even care if it's other people in the background on the yacht. They look popping, they look lit. Some people be on yachts in fucking dirty ass Miami. Everybody is not living this luxury lifestyle that we think they're living. And that's all I wanted to say. Like, I'm on to y'all. I'm on to the schemes now. Like, I'm seeing past the bullshit because I know how accessible all this shit is. I've been overseas. I've been to Europe. Could I have taken more luxury looking pictures? Yes. I was in fucking Paris. I could have taken luxury pictures in Paris. I just didn't have time. I didn't have time to set it up. to look luxury in Paris. But I could have looked like I had a lot of fucking money in Paris, because it's not every day black people is going to Paris. That's not even something they think about. Black people aren't even thinking about that. When they go overseas, they're thinking about more South America, Jamaica, Dominican Republic, Mexico. That's what they're thinking about. A lot of people aren't thinking about London, Paris, France. But Paris is in France, but they're not thinking about Barcelona, Spain. They're thinking about it now because you see a lot of YouTubers and a lot of rappers, baby mothers and stuff going to these places. So now these places are going to get flooded with black people. Now it's going to be goals. But back in the day, or just even a few years ago, nobody was thinking about Paris when I went to Paris. I don't see too many Paris posts. That's why my Paris videos aren't doing that good, because nobody's looking up Paris. I got so many videos in Paris. I think I got like 4 or 5 videos I uploaded, if you want to go check them out, of me in Paris. And they're not doing that great because people aren't searching Paris. But my Mexico videos are doing good. I'm about to upload my Dominican Republic video. That's going to do good. But people aren't traveling to Europe and all these places. So my point is, I could have made myself look like I was doing a lot more than I was, because this is not average. It's like, oh, what, this bitch in Paris? These niggas in Paris? Yes, niggas are in Paris. Kanye told y'all that. I was one of those niggas in Paris. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up because I have to go to work. It is 1:06. I have to leave. So yeah, but that's all I wanted to tell you guys. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this video up. So that was just my statement. I'm gonna leave y'all with saying, yes, I do think the expectations of men are very high. So fellas, I am on y'all side with that. I am on y'all side with that. Women are requiring too much of y'all. Does that mean that you don't have to give her anything or still tell her that she have to live a 50-50 lifestyle with you? Fucking no, I did not say that. I did not say that at all. I said we are expecting a lot from y'all. That's unrealistic right now. Yes. Yes. But are we, should you not do anything for us? Should you not try to take care of us? No. That's not what I was saying. But anyway, I appreciate you watching me all the way to the end. Thank you guys.